So there's a site called meetup.com. Maybe some of you guys know it. Um, you can you can create your own events. So I actually used to work for a flower web shop in Denmark, and I created together with them this flower lovers in our local city. We actually did arrange a lot of real events, so it was not bullshit. And there was actually real attendees, and because they already did events, and I told them, why don't we put those events online, so people can join, and and actually people still join this group even if it's there are no current events because they're not doing it right now. But um, and that we they you have to pay like $20. I can't remember. Is it $50 a year or something to post events? So there is a cost related to it. And they didn't want to pay that, so I just told them, yeah, if you don't want to pay the $50, then I'm going to take over the account. So I'm going to change the link to my tool that I say the group is sponsored by the SEO tool. This is in Danish, of course. And then some of you might say, oh, but that's not relevant for the a flower site linking to an SEO tool. Yeah, but if you say it's a sponsorship, then obviously it's less relevant. I also created a group for international people in my city, um, and that's also sponsored by the SEO tool. So I created lots of groups, and this is actually very active still. So every week there's a new event, and that event also links back. So this is not in this case, it's not a link. I should have changed that. But it's still mentioning the brand, and as I mentioned before, Google also is looking for that. So yeah, but that's one way where you can create your own groups if you have real events, and you can link back to yourself as a sponsor on the about page. If you don't have events yourself, you can also sponsor other events. You can actually just reach out to them by going to meetup.com, finding. So let's say you're doing I don't know, SaaS consulting. uh, you know, Then you would look for SaaS meetups, Connect SaaS. This is best for IT stuff, to be honest. There's not IT or personal development. If you do any of those kind of things, you can easily find things to sponsor. Anything technology or you know event based or personal development based, you can find a lot of ways to do it here. But if you do have your own events, create it on meetup.com and do link back to yourself. Yeah, there are also a ton of other event sites. Eventbrite. I think there's 200 event sites out there, and there are even some sites that copy your events and add them on these other event sites, and that might actually be great for links as well. So I don't have a concrete link right now to one of them, but I used to use one, and you had to pay for it. But I paid like $30 per event to get it distributed on 50 different event sites. So that was a really good value.